In this video, I wanted to bring you into the garden as I haven't done a garden video in a while, and just show you what I've been doing this week to start the garden season off. So it's kind of mid-February here and it's beautiful. It's probably high 60s out today. I was out in the garden, did some garden work, and let's take you along. So here it is from the sidewalk as you walk down. So one of the things I did this week was put compost down on the herbs. So these raised beds have been in since, over a year, since last September. So they're just doing really well. The herbs are really establishing themselves, and this spring they'll really take off. Here's the lemongrass. And in the wintertime, I actually separated the lemongrass, and I probably had well over 100 lemongrass little starts. So here is just some old brassicas, and I put some favas in. So here is the tub. We planted mixed greens in there, and we started them from seed in the fall, and we've been eating off of them all winter. And I just took out some things that were going to seed and put a nice layer of compost down. And I think I'll plant some more very soon. Just some more seeds of mixed greens. Now this bed has a mixture, but these bok choys have just been doing so well. And I've probably taken at least twice the outer leaves of these bok choys, and they're definitely ready for again. I do see some of them are starting to go to flower, so I'll probably only get one more harvest off of them. Who's whining? Rosie. Here's the other side of the bed, and there's some kale and celery. And I've never really had good luck with celery, but I have a friend that keeps on giving me seedlings. And here, they actually look like really well celery stalks. So this is what a celery looks like when it's growing. Little broccoli. And here you can see this broccoli is growing little side shoots really well. You see the little side shoots of the broccoli? You can see here where I cut off the center one, and then you get all these little ones. This bed here, I've been getting carrots, and I come out about once a week and I can pick a good 5 to 10 good sized carrots. I've been doing that all winter. The arugula in the center there took a while to take off, but they're starting to really grow. And then you got the lettuce. On the end here are beets that I did plant kind of late fall. So these beets will be like spring beets. You've got Yellow ones here, and then red ones on the other side. Some spinach coming along. Spinach is really nice looking plant. Here are some beets that were grown kind of in the summertime, and they'll be ready shortly. I've been picking greens off of them all winter. Peas. I get a handful of peas every few days. Some cilantro, some mixed greens. And then here are some kohlrabi. I actually started these from seed directly in the soil late fall, and they're actually doing really well. Kohlrabi is definitely one of my favorites, so I'm excited. Then here in the rock garden, in the succulents, doing well. And you can see all the poppies. These are hundreds of poppies. I put seed down last year and only got a few poppy plants to grow, but as you can see now, they're everywhere. And I've been thinning them out. And poppies, once you kind of get them established, they just keep coming back and coming back and coming back. But you can see even some of the succulents are going to flower soon. And they really don't get that much sun here, and they're just thriving. And I was watering today, so I just have these 55-gallon drums with a small hose, and I put it into the bucket, and then I put them into a watering can when I water. So this week I've also been doing more seeds and stepping up. These are some kales and mustards, and they were actually really leggy, so I've stepped them up into these 4-inch pots just to see if they'll do a little bit better. Then I've got a whole tray of kohlrabi, another tray of some more mixed brassicas, so these brassicas will go in the garden, and then the rest I will sell. And then again, I've started some seeds here. I wanted to show you the lemon tree. If you go back to some of last year's videos of the garden, I really trimmed and pruned this lemon tree back, and I've already picked 50 pounds or more of lemons off of this, and then it's just a beast. Rosie, what are you doing? She still doesn't really listen. Rosie! Rosie! I've never had a dog that doesn't even look at you when you call her name. Rosie! 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 If she can see you, she'll come. You see? There's that pretty face. She's gonna be a year old soon. And then you got Waylon. So one of the other things I did this week was move the composters out here into this corner. There used to be a pluot tree here, but it died. So I took it out and we moved them here. And to do that, we had to paint the fence. As you can see, some of it's still primed. Move all the rocks from underneath. And then put the stepping stones here. So I had to empty them and then put everything back in. And they're doing good. You can feel the heat coming off of them. This one here, I just put some cardboard in. I haven't mixed it yet. And you can really see the ones that are more done. They're more black in color and more broken down. So another thing I did here, because the composters were here, but I pruned and trellised the jasmine here better. These are 2 plants. They've been here about 3 years. They're kind of a tangled mess, but they bloomed really good last year and did a lot of growing. And it just adds some greenery to the fence. This week too, seedlings are doing really well. So really, probably 3 weeks ago, I started these seedlings, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and pepper and eggplants. So these are the peppers and eggplants. I probably really should have just stuck with peppers and eggplants and waited until like now to start the tomatoes. As you can see, these tomatoes are crazy. So in the past, I always started my tomatoes even earlier than this. And I don't remember them taking off this much. Mainly, maybe because I started like the beefsteak style ones first. I'm not sure why I did cherries. But these are pretty much ready to be stepped up, but it's still cold. So I'm going to keep them in here for as long as I can, and then we'll step them up. These ones are the beef style. I just started them earlier this week. And that's the seedlings this week. Well, that's about it for this video. I did want to update you guys. We have a great big new adventure. We just signed on a property that's about an hour northwest of Portland, Oregon. We've got 26 acres, mainly pasture. It has a house and a garage and a big barn, and some small trees right now, and a big garden that's already fenced in. And we're going to do a whole series of videos about the homestead and how we went about looking for a homestead. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe. And thank you.